Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday night sprints. If you are joining because you're not done with your worldwide Writeathon work, welcome. If you are a part of our weekly Sunday night squad, welcome as well. Let us know how you're doing. How was your weekend? What are we working on tonight? I will let you know.
Drafting.
Still drafting. I am still editing. I have actually been really impressed with myself during the Worldwide Writeathon. I got done my notes on my adult contemporary romance and looked at all of those. I have to get my query packages ready, but like it's ready to query. I filmed, edited, uploaded, and scheduled a video. I went through my entire novel to get rid of overused words. Now I'm listening to it one last time before I send it back to my editor. Not a bad weekend.
Not at all.
Hi, Kate. Don't think I did not see you in all the sprints. Crushing it. Hello, Beth.
Yeah, I did really well yesterday. I did not get into any sprints today because I felt like poopy all day.
Oh. I did get to some sprints today. I got to 2 separate productivity sprints and a social sprint. I missed the sprints right before this because I went to a family dinner, but I did get to some sprints today. Right?
But
no,
yesterday
three sprints.
That's good.
Yeah.
I did get like 4,500 words yesterday, which like I'm not mad about.
No.
But I could have gotten a lot today if I didn't feel like such crap.
Yuck. Yeah. And I believe that Kate Kavanaugh, her fundraising sprint this morning for NaNoWriMo did really well. So if you still wanted to give to rescue.org for families of the Ukraine or NaNoWriMo, if you still were in the giving mood, you can go back to either of our streams and do that if you wanted to. Hello. Filming, editing. It's all got to get done. So whatever floats your boat. Finished chapter 4 rewrites during the Worldwide Writeathon finally. So I'm working on chapter 45 revisions now. Kind of a miracle to be just revising, not starting from scratch. I'm glad.
That's great.
Yoke, I've heard good things. Let me know what your thoughts are at the end. Finishing up the last of my essay grading. 15 to go, plus a couple of online turn-ins. So more like 20, but still almost there. Beth is crushing it. Editing my blog. Once that's finished, I'll be reading The Hate You Give. Ooh, is that your first time? I feel like I don't know very many people who have not read it yet.
Me either.
A lot of people I know like have reread, but like for the first time, like first time readers, I feel like I don't know as many. But I also just came across somebody the other day who had never heard, I love Chipotle. Chipotle is my life. And I don't understand that. So on page 236 of A Quiet Kind of Thunder, hoping to get to page 300 tonight at the very least. Maria, I hope you're still enjoying it. And I'm excited for you to read it. Happy Sunday night. Since I always tell you guys what I'm eating, tonight I'm eating French onion soup. Nice. I got you. I do enjoy a good French onion soup. My problem is finding a vegetable broth-based French onion soup and not a beef broth French onion soup. Because I don't do beef. It's usually beef broth, so I usually can't eat it.
That sucks.
It does. Doesn't it? Because it's really good.
You would think if it's an onion soup, it would be vegetable-based.
You would think, but it usually is beef-based. But that's fine. All right, friends. Seems like we have some goals. Seems like we know what we're doing. It is your first time.
Wow.
I don't think you're the only person who hasn't read it, but I find it more and more rare to find people who want to read it who haven't yet. Like the people that haven't read it at this point are just like, that's not for me. Does that make sense? Do you see what I'm saying?
I do have a signed and personalized copy, first edition of The Hate You Give.
There was hair on there somewhere.
Which Angie Thomas flipped through and rubbed on because she was excited to actually see a first edition for once.
There's like very little that I enjoy more than taking a book that's been like well loved or annotated and tabbed and like taking it to an author and watching them like flip through it to see like what stuck with you. That's always really fun. Yeah. And I'll never forget, Catherine Locke was looking through my copy of The Girl with the Red Balloon, and she specifically she was like flipping through tabs, and she was like, oh my, they were looking and they were like, oh my gosh, I've got to send a picture of this to my editor. Do you mind if I take a picture of this? And I was like, no, go ahead. And they were like, they wanted me to remove this line. They said it was too repetitive. I used it too many times, but I was doing it on purpose so that it like stuck with people. And they were like, I'm just so glad it worked. It's always fun.
Remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
I think they talked to you at like ALA or something, right?
Yeah, they did. It is on the banned book list now. And I don't think it's just like a now thing. Like I feel like it's been there for a minute.
It has, but in my city, I know back in the day, probably before the pandemic, so it was like in 2019, 2018, sometime in there. A lady that I worked with had a son that was like in junior high, and it was actually required reading for his English class. And
That's awesome.
I was talking to his mom about it because she said that she wanted to read it first, and she read it and she was like, I couldn't wait for him to read it. And so she was just excited that I had read it, and we got to kind of like have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
So
that is one of the books that I read, and then I made my nieces read, and then I took them to see the movie. And my one niece cried reading the book. My other niece didn't. And then we went to the movie, and then they flipped roles, and like the one that was like stone cold through reading the book cried during the movie. I was like, I plan on crying at both, so it's fine. It's all gonna.
I cried at both. I definitely cried at both.
I'll cry at both, so it's fine. I'm glad.
Nice.
I'm glad. Good for them. I'm glad.
It's good. It needs. I even said when I first started, I was like, "This needs to be required reading for junior high kids because it has a really poignant message that people need to read." And I think that the state of the world doesn't always hit home for some of us, and to be able to read it like firsthand from someone is it put it into a perspective I hadn't seen before, and
yeah,
it was worth it. It was definitely worth the read.
I concur. All right, friends, Amber's going to get the timer up for us, and we are going to rock 2 45-minute sprints tonight. If you are new here or just joining from the Worldwide Writeathon, we do 2 45-minute sprints. During my sprints for the Worldwide Writeathon, I did a 30 and then 2 45s because we did a warm-up. And that's not how we usually roll. Also, if you will notice down below in the description of this video, which you should like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, all that kind of fun stuff. But in the description box down below is a brand new link. We talked about this in last Sunday's stream, but you guys said that you were interested in having a Discord server where you could meet up with other writers, discuss querying, discuss self-publication, any kind of like editing tips and tricks, meeting up and trying to link up with critique partners. So I have put the bare bones of a Discord server together for us. And I'm sure it will evolve over time. If anybody has any suggestions for different themes or chats or like channels, I guess, on there, definitely let me know. If you see any gaps, there's like general discussions, there's an introduce yourself, feel free to plug whatever you're working on. But all of that is kind of over there already, set up ish. It's just myself and Caitlin, and I think Jessica in there. Amber doesn't have Discord, so we're gonna have to get her to transition
I just need
over.
to.
We're gonna have to get her to transition over. I literally was just like, can you look at this and see if this looks okay? Because this is what I'm gonna roll with, just to like get us started, because you guys seemed really interested in it during the sprints last weekend. So that is the goal. Also, Aside from the new Discord server, link down in the description box and Amber put in the comments here, wanted to let you guys know that we have sprints scheduled for all of April already. I put in sprints for 11 a.m. EST every Saturday and our normal 8 p.m. EST Sunday night sprints. So this time slot for Sunday night sprints will continue all through the month, but we're adding an additional weekend sprint at 11 a.m. every Saturday. And that is because next month is Camp Nano. We want to be able to support you guys through Camp Nano if you have Camp Nano goals. I don't think Amber or myself are participating in like a traditional sense. Amber doesn't really get down with Nano. And I'm in like a strange querying and editing process where like I don't have a measurable Nano goal. So we're not participating, but we do want to support you guys through Nano. So we do have extra sprints all next month. They're already scheduled. So you can go, I have a playlist on the main page of my YouTube channel and you can set notifications for any of the ones that you think you can make, but they're already up. I wanted to have all of that here for you guys before you got here. Thank you for joining. Hello, Jennifer. You're not late. We haven't started sprinting yet, but we're about to. Ooh, no, I'm sorry, but a hotel for work sounds phenomenal. There's no distractions, nothing to do. You can just sit in a room somebody else has to clean and work. Sounds great. I would write so much. The Girl Who Speaks Bear or Love Her and Lose Her Tonight. Not sure which. And your duo still. So proud of you. Whatever you choose to read, I hope you enjoy it. We did just start. You are not late. We were still just catching up and doing some maintenance. We are about to start our first 45-minute sprint, though. Right now, we're doing 2 45-minute sprints. So we're going to start right now. I love going to hotels. See, I get you, Ashley. I agree. All right, friends, here we go. We are going to rock the 45. We will see you on the other side of it. Go forth and be productive.
Good luck, everyone.
Oh, hello. I was unprepared for the timer.
Yeah, I think it went off way before I was expecting it to.
I'm listening to my book being read to me so that I can like hear inconsistencies. So I was like, that's not in my book. I don't have like a dinging sound.
You're like, oh, that's the timer.
Oh, it's time to go back. We had a couple people join us. Let me know in the comments how you made out. Melanie made it. Amy made it. Mason's DNFing Gallant. Maria's getting annoyed with YA parents, which I feel like is par for the course.
Yeah.
You know? I get it. Need a woman's name for a character. Any ideas? I am a big fan of just like the random name generator, and then I go from there. I don't know.
I'm currently writing a Margot, and I'm a big proponent of the name Margot. I think it's beautiful. So Margot.
The name that came to me first was May, M-A-E, though. I don't know why, but that's what came to my head. Genevieve was for some reason the first name that popped into mind. Rather specific, though. Listen, you can call her whatever you want. She can have a nickname. Finished editing your vlog, read 8 pages. Also, the timer made me jump. I'm very sorry. Got to page 282. You've got 300 in the bag. I do love Genevieve, but it is, I would get that wrong 9 out of 10 times I tried to spell it.
I mean, everyone can call her Jenny.
Mm-hmm. You know. Please go for 10 more hours. We're not going to do that, but we do have another 45-minute sprint. We sprint long here, and we are here every single Sunday at 8 p.m. EST. Everything is on my channel. You can go set notifications for the whole next month. I got something in my eye hole. It hurts. Emma? What? Ashley, Emma. Oh. Lucella? Lucea. Lucala.
Lucy.
Lucy. I don't know how you would say that. Your other character is May. See, I am a psychic. My dog's name is Margot.
I love that name.
Reminds me of Nancy. 468. That's great, Kate. Way to go. Is that her sister? Hilariously enough, I always have higher word counts for this stream right after the Worldwide Writeathon. You're primed. You're ready. I feel like in general, a lot of you say that you have really good word counts when you come here. You just get a lot done. It is, I have my window open because it was cooler. It was nicer earlier. There is a frigid breeze coming across my body right now. I'm going to close that window.
It is hot outside here. Like, not hot, but
holy
not
cow.
Cold.
It was nice earlier. It's currently 48. I don't know. There is a cold breeze coming past my legs.
It got up to 81 here today.
Oof. It didn't get
Which
that
could be a part of the reason why I didn't feel good all day.
Yeah.
Because of the weather changes. It was the first day of fall, so I guess it makes sense that I would not feel good.
No, it was not. It was the first day of spring.
What did I say?
Fall.
I wish it was the first day of fall. It's the first day of spring.
It feels like the first day of fall right now here. I'm sorry we can't give you 10 more hours, but hopefully if you did participate in the Worldwide Writeathon, it was a very successful weekend for you. I myself made it to the majority of the actual productivity sprints. Only one chat sprint. I don't you guys know me. I'm like a hardcore productivity sprinter. So, read The Extraordinaries by TJ Klune. Really liked it. Made it to the 50% point today. I've only read The House in the Cerulean Sea, but I have Under the Whispering Door as an arc from NetGalley. The book's been out for forever. Have I finished the arc? No.
I've read 60% of House in the Cerulean Sea and then went through a depression and put it down.
You don't want to read the last 40% while depressed, I'll tell you that.
No.
Did my duo lesson, read a little bit of your book, got distracted with plans for tomorrow. I know, yes. I think a lot of them go by Jen. I also have another character named Lucy. You gotta... Decisions. I feel like names are the one thing I always plug in, and then like 9 times out of 10 I change them anyway. And I just do a find and replace. My names change a lot. Finished Yolk, 5 stars, but a hard one. I've heard that as well. But I'm glad you liked it. Gotta get some dinner. Go eat. Take care of yourself. Final push to hit US Today list. I'm so tired. You've got this.
I didn't even say what I did. I got 551 words.
Yay.
And I need about the same amount to hit 20K for the weekend. You
didn't write 20K for the weekend. You want to get your...
I want this, by the end of this weekend, I wanted to hit 20K on my...
Correct. But now you're like really warmed up, so you should be good to go. I started today. I didn't do a ton earlier, honestly, by way of my actual book, because I was doing like laundry and showering and eating and meal prepping for the week and whatnot. So I'm on page 178 of my book doing the listen through. And I started at 121. So I've got about 57 pages.
Considering you just started doing the read aloud yesterday, you're making good progress.
It's not too bad. I'm doing okay. So I'm not mad about it. I just wish that my Word document read aloud function worked better. It stops a lot, and I have to like go back in and like reset it to like restart, which annoys me. But in general, not too bad. So I'm gonna clean up my desk while I listen, because when it like gets into a rhythm where it actually like works, it works. Do you want to reset our timer and we'll start again?
Sure.
Cool. We are going to do a one more 45-minute sprint, and then we'll come back here, touch base. I'm excited and proud and happy that we can give you another sprint at the end of the Worldwide Writeathon, but we are probably going to move forward quickly and end a little bit earlier than normal, because it has been a long weekend for a lot of people and we're all just kind of tired. So we're going to rock another 45 pretty quickly, come back, touch base, and then we'll see you again next weekend. Next weekend's not camp yet. So it'll still just be our normal Sunday.
Yeah, I think we have one more weekend before camp starts.
Yep.
No?
On the 2nd.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the weekend after next is the first weekend of April. So
yeah.
So like next weekend we'll have multiple sprints in the week and throughout the weekend.
Correct. All right. Here we go. All right. Each. All right. Friends, good luck. Go forth and do awesome things.
Good luck, everyone.
What happens when both the hosts don't want to be done the sprint?
We stayed in awkward silence.
It's like, wait a second. You're fine.
All right. I am officially over 20K and I have 20,333. So I'm at 1,462 for the night. So it's probably another, what, like 900 words?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Fantastic. I got from page 176 to 203.
Nice.
So now officially more than halfway. Yeah. I feel like I'm in a section that I didn't edit too much this round. So I've already listened to it once. I'm trying to like listen more to the places that I've already just edited a bunch. So it went a little faster. See how the chat did. Man, how's it Sunday night already? Can it not be? That would be great.
If we could just go back and start over a Saturday, that would be great.
If I could just like restart the Worldwide Writeathon from like the beginning, just keep crushing.
But keep what we've done.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah.
But like, you know, time loop it so we can get more done.
Welcome. That was me. So that's my character's name is Margot, but with a T.
Finished filming the one video, prepping for the second. Fantastic. 350, which means I have 35 pages left to read. See, you thought you couldn't get to 300 and you crushed it. Mm-hmm. Not that you couldn't get to 300. You wanted to get to 300. You nailed it. Not nearly as productive when I'm not home getting ready for bed now. Well, I hope you get good sleep.
I feel like it would be the opposite for you.
For me?
You'd be more productive than you are at home.
I would be wildly more productive when I'm alone. Mm-hmm. Yes, by far. And I don't know why, but I also sleep so good in hotels.
They have the best linens.
They're gross and they're dirty, and that I'm paranoid about that all the time. I don't trust them to be clean at all, but it doesn't matter. I sleep so hard. I'm in the middle of the second video. It's my third to film today. Woo woo. Read 30 pages. Really liking this book so far. I'm excited to see where the book goes from here. Very good. 579 is great.
It starts off. I mean, I think that it's like pretty quick in when the like inciting incident happened in that book. So.
Hey.
Tears.
This arriving at the castle scene is so fun to write. Why weirdly? I feel like that would be
good.
That would be exciting. Counting one that was turned into a during the last sprint. I have exactly 2 essays left to grade. That's great though.
Yeah,
it's good progress.
Making good progress.
Absolutely. Thinking I'm about 60% into the audio at 2 times speed. I'm a 2 times speeder, if not more. Mm-hmm. I get it. You're very welcome, Kate. Thank you for always being here. We like seeing you.
The only time I go under 2 times speed is when it's like a British or an Australian narrator, and they tend to talk faster naturally. Mm-hmm. And I usually do those at like 1.75. But if it's an American, more than likely they're at 2 times speed because they talk so slow.
It is ridiculous.
One time I accidentally turned on I had listened to it like on my phone, and then I put it on the computer and it switched it back to 1 time speed, and I was like, I want to stab my ear holes. I cannot handle this.
I can't handle the 1 time speed. I really can't. And I used to think like, oh, maybe it's just me because I'm like an East Coast or a Northeast person. We tend to talk a little bit faster. And then I was like, no, This is inhuman. Like, it is not okay. I can't.
No, it takes, I feel like it takes like 1.5 just for them to start sounding like a natural talking speed. And then I up it even more. But I'm also, for a Southerner, I talk very fast for a Southerner.
For a Southerner, you do.
Yeah.
I'm not always alone, so when I'm alone, I get work done. But I can understand being like more comfortable in your own space. But I also feel like when I'm at home, even if I am at home alone, I like get distracted. I'm like, oh, I could straighten that. Oh, I could go do that. Oh, I could go do this. When you're in a hotel, you're like, I don't have anything else to worry about. I can just do what I need to do. And that's nice for me. Listen to Radium Girls on my way here. I don't know that one.
I feel like I've heard that title, but I don't know what it's about.
I think I'm thinking of Elysium, like the arc that we got that was like the mechanical steampunk horse one.
I don't think I got that.
I think I got it. You didn't. I got conned into picking that one up, and I was like, I don't want to read that. I got rid of it pretty quickly, I think.
I don't know. Yeah, Radium Girls is about the factory workers where the paint like ingested stuff messed them up. I have heard about it.
I don't do well with creepy or horror audiobooks. I'm fine reading them, but I don't like hearing them. Like, I don't like hearing disturbing things. Yeah, I'll listen to fantasy or nonfiction or even erotica, romance, but like I can't do scary, creepy. Didn't like it. Your face.
Yeah, like the radium dust was like on them everywhere, and it was like white, and so they were known as like ghost girls because they just had like white dust on them all the time. I think I watched a documentary on Netflix or something about it. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Because it was when it was World War I, you know, when they were wanting women to do factory jobs because all the men were at war. Mm-hmm. And there was like kind of that boom of like women factory workers, and they were just like it was killing them. Like they died, a lot of them died of poisoning from that stuff.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It is interesting. I didn't know that. Like, I know that there's books on it, but I haven't read a book on it. But it is interesting.
Yeah,
it's probably pretty disturbing to listen to.
I would think so.
Audiobook.
I would think so. Hello, Devin. Unfortunately, that was our last sprint. We will be back here next Sunday, though. And do not forget, down below is the Discord server for all authors, writers. You can connect over there. I will most likely not be moderating it too closely. I really want it to be a community where you guys reach out to one another, form your own connections. I wanted to give you guys a space where you could speak to one another. Those of you that come to these every single Sunday, where you guys could meet up and speak to each other outside of just this stream, if you wanted to organize anything. In terms of critique partners or just get advice or ask questions, I will be in there to do all that kind of stuff. And I will be taking any kind of feedback or help if somebody knows how to run a Discord better than I do, because I'm not great at it, but I wanted to provide that for you guys. We all did. Amber, Caitlin, and I all did. So down below, no, not down below, just back to my main channel, you'll see a playlist of all my upcoming live streams. So you can set notifications for every Saturday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 8 p.m. for April. But we will still have our Sunday at 8 p.m. through the end of March. Sound good? Sounds good. I learned about them in the Poisoner's Handbook. KK, I don't know what they made.
So I was looking at it, what it said, and the at the factory they made everything. They made toothpaste, makeup, all kinds of stuff. But I think the Radium Girls specifically were painting like things.
The lead paint stuff kind of stuff?
But the thing too that I just remembered as I was reading it, this radium was actually discovered by Mary Curie, which it ended up poisoning her and killing her too, which everybody, has heard of Mary Curie and died from her own discoveries, which is crazy. But
Yeah.
it wasn't a good thing.
Well, no. Writeathon closing ceremonies is over. My streams will be on Devin's playlist. Also, Devin's playlist, if you go to the Discord underneath writing sprints, Devin's is the only resource linked right now. Their playlists, they have playlists for every single day, any live sprints that they find. So if there are any other resources for writing sprints, feel free to put them in there. But right now, the only one in there that I have I don't know if I have it in a pinned comment. I do have pinned comments in the threads, just kind of like going over what we envision for that particular thread. But Devin's is listed there. If you need to find sprints, you're very, very welcome.
There you go. Yeah.
Not nice. All right, friends. Thank you so much for joining us for another Sunday night sprint. Go and enjoy yourself on the Discord server. Links for Amber are down below. And we will see you next Sunday. Sound good?
Thank you so much for the sprints.
Yes. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you guys had a great Worldwide Writeathon weekend. We'll see you next weekend. Have a great week.
Bye. Bye.